Drum roll, please. I am officially moving to... Still doesn't feel homey though. Like I don't feel at home here at all.
You don't identify as a Floridian.
I do not identify as a Floridian.
I gave myself food poisoning. I tried to heal it naturally. I think I poisoned myself, throwing up. I went to urgent care. They did a urine sample and they were basically so concerned with me. I was just, sleeping in the wilderness with really cold and no yummy food. We bought a poop shovel.
That story gives me anxiety. Very fucked up that there are doctors of physical therapy out here getting offered $60K a year. That shit is crazy. Yeah. Systems have just not caught up. So unfortunately, right now, you have to play the game. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Physio Diaries podcast. We are your co-hosts, Dr. Melanie Ziaziaris
and Dr. Koshevatskiy, where students, healthcare professionals, and wellness junkies come to get the inside scoop of the healthcare and wellness industry.
The podcast you didn't know you needed, by your favorite travel physical therapists.
You have officially entered the break room. Welcome back to the Break Room Talks episode, where we yap, update you on our crazy busy lives, answer all of your burning questions, and of course, spill some tea. We love these episodes because it feels like we are chit-chatting with you guys. If you have any questions that you guys want us to answer in our next Break Room Talk segment, which we do about once a month, once every 6 weeks, around there, don't forget to submit them in our Google form that is on our link tree in both our Instagram and TikTok bios. Before we start, don't forget to go rate us 5 stars because we are your favorite physical therapists and we can only grow with your help. All right, let's get into it. So, Mel, you have some exciting news to share with our listeners.
Yes, a drum roll, please.
Let's go ahead and kick us off.
Out of my thighs.
Warning to the headphone users.
Yeah, sorry guys. I am officially moving to Savannah, Georgia. And I am actually really excited. I've never been. I've heard great things every time I tell patients. They're like, oh my God, you have to go to the Riverwalk. You have to do all the things. It's so pretty. And I'm like, okay, excited for it. But my clinic is going to be in South Carolina, right across the border. But it's Bumblefuck.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's Bumblefuck, South Carolina. The population of the town is 9,000. And I was like, absolutely not. What is the closest city? I was trying to decide between Hilton Head or in Savannah. I decided Savannah just because it's more city and more walkable and stuff. But yeah.
It's
so
nice too because you're moving from Florida to Georgia, so it's not a really far move.
Yeah, for sure. It's not too bad. I think the distance is 6 hours. You
That's
do that
doable easily. Yeah.
But yeah, I moved the first week of August. I still need to solidify my living situation. There's a couple places that I have, I'm talking to landlords right now. So I want to decide by this week. I'm just waiting to hear back from one of them to see if their tenant is going to move out or not because the travel nurse that's already there. So I'm just kind of waiting and seeing. But we got options.
Savannah, a big city, skyscrapers or
I don't think skyscrapers. Let me look up Savannah.
Because I've seen pictures and I always see these flowy trees and it looks beautiful, kind of mossy.
Yeah.
But it looks gorgeous.
It's definitely very historic cobblestones, very naturey. Apparently they have a river and Riverwalk also. Every time I try to look something up, it tries to get me to download the Google app, and I do not want to download it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I hate that. And then you'll go back, and it'll just go back and forth, and I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, but the population, oh my God, it's so small.
Savannah.
Yeah, it's 120,000.
Wow. So it's relatively small.
That's pretty small. It's 2 neighborhoods.
Chicago's
Chicago.
Yeah,
maybe
right.
one neighborhood.
Maybe River North.
Yeah. But yes. Yeah, so I'm excited. Okay, actually, sorry, 147,000, but still
to be exact.
Really small. Yeah. But yeah, so I actually originally wanted to go to Charlotte, but the timing of it didn't work out. So my second one on the list was the Savannah one. So, but I'm happy about
Mhm.
it. Yeah.
I'm excited for you. You've been in
Yeah.
Florida for a long time, so
Yeah,
I'm
it feels
excited for this new
so
chapter.
weird. All of my patients are like, "You're leaving when?" I'm like, "Next Thursday." Literally, the last day is next Thursday, but I'll still be here for a little bit before moving, obviously. But yeah, I've been
Nice.
here for over a year. It still doesn't feel homey though. Like I don't feel at home here at
Yeah.
all.
Like you
Like
don't feel
it's
like a Floridian.
no, absolutely not. I do not. Mm-mm.
You don't identify as a
I
Floridian.
do not identify as a Floridian. Yeah, I could not see myself living here like permanently. It's nice for
Okay.
now. I do like Tampa as a city. I would definitely rather live in like St. Pete than like Miami, I think.
Mm,
I do like St. Pete. It's just really small. It just
yeah.
feels like a river north. Like that's it.
Mhm. Like a little like Chicago
Yeah.
neighborhood, basically.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
I loved Miami a lot, and I remember like back when we lived in Chicago, you kind of dreamed about living in Miami, I
I
thought for a hot
did.
sec.
I
Like
talked
you
about
loved
Miami all the
Miami.
time. Yeah.
Yes, and I totally agree with you, but I feel like cuz I went to Miami for my sister's bachelorette party and like we met up and I loved it. I completely fell in love. But I agree, like I can't imagine living there. Like it's just too much of like a vacation destination, I guess. I don't know what it is
Yeah.
about it. It's always like a party basically. Even remember it was like what, a Tuesday, Thursday night or something that we were there and
It's
like
Sunday
it felt
night.
like
It
a
was literally
party. Like it
Sunday
was
night.
crazy.
Yeah.
Sunday night, yeah. Like, it's fun, but I wouldn't wanna live there all the time, I guess.
Yes, I agree with that. I definitely I used to be like, I want to move to Miami. I want to live in Miami. And then I go literally twice a year. And every time I go there, I'm like, I love coming here, but like, where would I
Mhm.
live? Like, there's not that many nice areas to like live in if you want to be within like the city, and like
Mhm.
not the outskirts. It's kind of small when you think about it and like put into perspective of other cities.
Mhm. I agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that's my update with travel location.
uh-huh.
Yeah, what else? Oh, oh. I don't think I've really talked about this online or anything, but gum grafting, I don't know if
Oh my
like you can
gosh.
see actually. Oh, this is the first time actually I've looked at it in 3 weeks because you're not supposed to like pull your lip down, but I still
Yeah, and,
have
like,
like
stretch it.
stitching. Oh, and you can't see it through the camera, but I still have stitching like on my canines. But
How long ago was that you got the
it
gum
was 3
graft?
weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's it
And
feeling now?
now it's totally fine. Like now I can bite with my teeth and like I do kind of brush it a little bit more. But it was a crazy process and it literally caused me to get TMJ for like a week. And I actually had jaw pain and so much neck pain for the first time ever. And it was
Oh
because
my
of
gosh.
they take actually sorry, let me rewind and explain gum grafting for those who don't know.
Yes,
So
what is it and why
yeah,
did you need to get it done?
my bad.
You're
So
good.
my two canines on my bottom jaw, the gum was starting to recede and like lower.
Mhm.
And I knew it was a thing. Like after getting braces, like the bottom teeth, like you could just see more teeth than the top, like because the gums and like the way it shifts. And
Mhm.
so, I always knew it was gonna have to be taken care of in the future, but it started to get lower the past year. And then earlier this year, I remember looking at my teeth and being like, huh, is that the nerve root? Like, I don't think that's the nerve root, but that makes me nervous because I don't want it to be that low. So then I was
Yeah.
like, okay, let me get a consult with the periodontist. And it was pretty low. And I was like, let me just get this done now. So they take a piece of your, is it the hard palate? Yeah, the top.
The roof of your mouth?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
They take a piece of that, and so they took a piece from the right side of my the roof of my
Mm.
mouth, and then they put that over where they want the graft site to be, and then they stitch it.
Oh. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh. I
yeah.
didn't know. I thought they were just taking it from one piece where you have more gums to like and then planting it where
Uh,
you have less. Did that part hurt, the roof of your mouth?
yes, that hurt a lot. I couldn't chew on
Yeah.
that side of my mouth for like a week and a half.
Oh my
and it made
gosh.
me get like jaw pain and TMJ from it. And like the actual where
Yeah.
they did it, like my actual canines and like lower jaw wasn't that bad. Like it felt
Mhm.
weird, but like the most of the pain was from the graft site. I was like, oh my God, I
Yeah.
was not expecting that. I literally cupped the shit out of my neck. I had my like coworkers dry needle me and like my neck
Mhm.
and stuff because I was like, it was bad. And I couldn't open my mouth
Yeah.
fully for like probably a week and a half, and then I was like, "Okay, I need to start doing exercises for my mouth because this is, like, wild how much this,
Yeah.
like, is uncomfy."
And
Um
then did you have to eat like some kind of special
oh,
diet
yes, I
too?
was on a soft food diet for 2 weeks.
Okay. So what'd you eat? Like mashed
Soup
potatoes, yogurt, soup,
soup, yogurt,
smoothies.
smoothies, protein shakes. That was my diet. I lost 2 pounds.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like a kind of a majority of your, not a majority, but like a part of your
It wasn't
diet, you know?
Yes, it wasn't too big of a change. The biggest change, though, was, like, I couldn't bite down on anything. So, like, everything
Yeah.
had to be super cut up or, like, soft for me to chew on just my left side of my mouth because I
Mhm.
couldn't open my mouth too wide because of the grafts. I couldn't, like, chew anything big. So,
Yeah.
it was tricky, but it's
That
okay
just
now.
gave me a flashback of when during college I had to get my wisdom teeth out, but it was like emergency surgery because you know they
Uh,
tell you like if you don't get your wisdom teeth out, they'll get infected and then it'll suck and like you'll have to get them out. My parents
yeah,
are like from Ukraine and they're like that's bullshit. Like we never had to get our wisdom teeth out there. That's just Americans trying to make money off of you. And I was like, okay, like yeah, makes sense.
yeah.
And then one day I woke up and I had an infection in one of my teeth and I legit could not sleep. I was sleeping with like a
Wow.
frozen water bottle on
Ugh,
my chin, like here,
dang.
because it hurt so bad. It was like a 6, 7 out of 10 pain that was constant. Like it didn't
Oh,
go up and down, didn't fluctuate, like nothing made it go away. And I called my mom. I was like, Mom, I'm coming home. I was like 4 hours away. And I'm like, Mom, I'm coming home. You have to call our family friend who's like, what is it? Oral surgeon.
hmm,
And he took him out the day after I came home.
dang.
The next day was my younger sister's birthday,
Oh.
and my face is still swollen. I still have stitches in my mouth. I can't eat anything. I can't open my mouth more than like a couple millimeters. And we went to PF Chang's. And I'm
Oh,
like,
no.
this is like such a good place. But I was
Yeah.
like, what should I order? Like, let me try the chicken lettuce wraps. So I grabbed a little tiny piece of like ground chicken. I would put it in my mouth and just like sit there with it in my mouth because I couldn't chew for like 2 minutes. And then I'd be like,
That's
okay,
terrible.
like this sucks. Like, I
That
don't want to
is
be a party pooper.
awful.
Yeah, I don't want to be a party pooper, but I'm like, this sucks right now. Like, I'm happy I got to be home with you on your birthday, but I'm in so much pain and you guys are eating these bomb ass meals and I'm sitting here with a
Yeah.
piece of chicken just in my mouth.
Just getting the
Yeah.
texture and taste of
Yeah.
it,
The
just letting it
flavors.
sit. Yeah,
Yeah. Why are
that's
dental
so funny.
procedures like underratedly like
I
terrible
know. Yeah, and
afterwards?
I feel like they could have warned me more about it. They just said,
Yeah.
don't brush your teeth, don't floss." Yeah.
That's pretty much
"Don't
it.
bite down." Yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, "Okay."
Yeah.
But
Does it feel
yeah.
pretty much healed now?
Yeah. Yeah, for
That's good.
sure.
It's about
Yeah.
3 weeks.
Yeah. Mhm. It was weird. But yeah, I only did 2 teeth though, so
Mhm.
yeah, I could not
But
imagine more.
you didn't say, so you said you're going on your next contract, but what
Yes.
is happening in between your current
Ah,
contract and the next
yes.
one? Are you taking
You know
time
we gotta
off?
travel. So, all of July, I dedicated to Florida and not traveling, and just really enjoy, my last bit of time here, kinda act like a tourist here, and that's also why I wanted a month off. So, I'm taking a month off, 2 weeks in July, 2 weeks in August, then I'm gonna move the 1st week of August, and so those 2 weeks, I just wanna, like, act like a tourist in Florida. And then, I'm going to Miami, of course.
Are we surprised?
No. And then I'm going to a cruise on the Bahamas. And I used to not be a cruise person. Like, I always said,
Mhm.
"Yeah, I don't really care for cruises because, like, I like to go out and explore the areas." But I have always wanted to try a cruise, and I'm doing a cruise with my friend who is a cruiser. Like, she just created actually
Mhm.
Instagram page called Ships and Giggles for those interested,
Oh,
about like
cute.
solo cruising or just like cruising in general. And
Nice.
I was like, I love the idea right now of being warm, having options to do whatever the fuck I want, whenever the fuck I want, whenever I wake up,
Mhm.
and like not have an itinerary. And I am actually so excited for that because, like in
Yeah.
Mexico City, you like have a schedule. You have to see this, this, and that. Like it's a city, so you want to go do everything and see everything, but then it's so tiring and exhausting. So I'm like, I just want to chill and be
Yeah.
hot in a bikini, enjoying myself. And yeah, that's
That
pretty much
sounds
it.
nice. I haven't been on a cruise in a really long time, but what I like about cruises is that I feel like you maximize the amount of places that you could see. Like, you
Mhm.
will get to see so many different things in a short amount of time because you're going basically the fastest way possible, which is like through the water instead of having to
Yeah.
fly. It's nice because, like, depending on which cruise line you are, like, there's
Yeah.
activities, there's shows. Even when you're at sea, they still try to make it fun and like
Hmm.
the food is pretty decent. You can't expect
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Michelin star quality food,
Of
but for being
course.
like on a boat in the middle of the ocean, the food is like pretty decent. I'm excited for you. Is this your
Yeah.
first
It's,
cruise?
yeah. And going to the Bahamas, and I've never been to the Caribbean. So,
Oh my gosh,
yeah,
it's gonna be
I
beautiful.
know. I'm imagining the beaches and the warm sun and the views. And
That sounds so
yeah,
nice right now.
yeah, I know. Do you like cruises? Like, do you care to cruise? Because I feel like I've never heard you really say that you care about a cruise.
I've probably been on, so we've been to an Alaskan cruise and I loved
You
that
went to
one.
Alaska?
Yes, like when I was
What?
younger. We used
How
to travel a
young?
lot. Like
I don't know if
probably
I
in
knew
middle
this.
school, end of middle school, high school,
Oh my
maybe.
gosh.
Yeah, we used to
Dang.
travel a lot with my family, but like obviously now we don't because
Yeah.
I don't know, everyone has
Life.
their lives, everyone's busy. My parents were never materialistic people. Like they
Yeah.
were never my mom has like clothes she's worn since 1950s or
Yeah.
whatever.
She's
Just
not.
kidding. She was born in the 70s. But anyways, they're
Dang.
old. But she has clothes that like she's had since like her teens. And she just doesn't get rid of stuff. Like she just doesn't like see the need to buy a really expensive like purse.
Yeah,
Like they
for
always
sure.
prioritize like experiences and travel
Yeah,
over like materialistic things. That's kind of instilled in me because I don't
totally.
think I'm like a very like flashy materialistic person. I want to have experiences that I want to like explore and just like do life, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
And so yeah, we traveled a lot and I'm so, so grateful because now I know traveling, I have three sisters and they would take
Yeah.
all of us on the trip. Everything was paid for. Like I seriously took advantage of that. You know, when you're younger, you're just like, just trying to have fun with your
Uh-huh.
cousins or whatever. Like
Yeah,
and I wasn't really like, wow, like I'm here right now. Like, let me look into this or like look at the history behind this. Like, you just
yeah.
appreciate those experiences so much more when you're older. I'm
Mm.
grateful that my parents, like, helped me like see so many places and like instill that in me.
Yeah.
But I think we've been on maybe like 4 or 5 cruises. We
Oh,
went on one like European cruise a long time ago. And like we did a
well,
Bahamas cruise, we did a Alaska cruise, um, and a few
that's
other ones. But
amazing.
yeah, I
Yeah.
haven't done any since COVID though. And
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know
fair.
why,
That's fair.
but I don't want to like spoil it for you at all. But
Yeah.
just for me, the idea of being like on a ship with that many people in like a contained
I
environment is
know.
just like, I don't
Yeah,
even
it
want to
made
be a
me a little
germaphobe.
nervous.
Yeah, but bring your hand sanitizer, bring
Oh, you
some
know I'm bringing
wipes.
all the things.
Yeah, they have people that literally like even before COVID, they had people that would like stand in front of like the dining hall basically and like their job was to just put hand sanitizer on every single person that
Oh,
entered.
wow.
So, like they keep
Dang.
it very clean. So,
Yeah. You
like
know, I
that
always
makes me
bring
feel
my
good.
own pillowcases whenever I travel.
Oh yeah.
I'll probably bring a sheet just in case. and a
Yeah.
lot of cleaning wipes.
No, you're gonna like it, especially in a warm environment. Like you can, when you're traveling, you have your days at sea, you'll just be literally out
Yes.
on the deck. Like there's music playing, like there's
Yeah.
competitions. They'll do like a belly flop competition and they just get people involved. And then you kind of
Yeah.
meet people on the cruise and you're like, oh,
Mhm.
like you're my age. Like we met some, like, I forgot which cruise it was, but it was like some British girls that we met. And it was so cool because we
Oh,
compared like
cute.
their education system versus ours and
Oh,
like
yeah.
just talked about like how their lives were so different than ours even though we're
Mhm.
like the same age. It's really cool because you'll probably meet people from like all over the world. So there's
True.
definitely a lot of pros about cruises.
Yeah, because we're going out of Miami and it's Royal
Okay.
Caribbean. So, and we got like
Oh,
the
nice.
mid-tier one. I forget the name. I did not realize how many nuances there was to cruising. My friend was like
Mhm.
telling me all these names of things, and I'm like, I don't know what that
Who are
means.
you going with?
Miranda.
Okay. Have I met her?
Yeah. She's my
Yes.
sorority
Okay.
sister from,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know she was into cruises like that.
Oh my
Well,
gosh. Yeah. She cruises
you're
like
gonna have so
multiple
much
times a
fun.
year. Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
how I'm trying to be. I need to get back into cruising.
Oh
It sounds like some
my
like
gosh.
weird mysterious like cruising, like some mysterious thing that you're about to
Yeah.
be doing.
True.
But
But yeah,
anyways,
so many updates. I feel like this past month has just been so much happening. I also did my first weekend of dry needling, which I still have a lot of practice to do. But
mhm.
at least for us, I'm not sure. I think most courses do this, but my company does their own course, but it is like nationally recognized in states that allow you to, at least. And
Not
so it's,
California.
or New York.
There's 6 states I think that you can't dry needle in,
Oh, there's
but
6?
yeah, I think everyone else you can.
And so it's broken up into 2 weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Literally was the longest, sweatiest weekend of my freaking life.
Mhm.
Friday was 2 to 8 p.m. Saturday was 7 a.m. to, did we get out at 7 p.m.? Maybe we got out at 6 p.m. an hour
Why
early.
was the second day so long?
Listen, the amount of hours we did stuff was
Stabbing
insane.
each other.
Yeah, and working out too, because you have to do exercise, so they had us do exercise, like, it
Uh,
was crazy. And Sunday was 7 to 3. We started at
uh,
7, both 2 days.
it
But
was
yeah,
just
a
long
lot of
ass days.
hours. I was so freaking sweaty. The needles make me sweat so much. It was really cool though. My adductors, oh my god, I almost jumped off the freaking table. Um,
Yeah, I feel like the adductors are a very sensitive spot.
yeah, and other people did just fine, and I was like, how? I genuinely did not understand how people weren't jumping off the table for that. Like, the amount of twitches I had was crazy, like, whole body twitches.
Yeah.
It was fun to do
Yeah.
everything and try
Is
everything.
you said you were like sweating a lot. Is that a normal
Yeah.
response to dry needling?
Yeah, any type of, like, vasovagal sympathetic response,
Mhm.
is normal. You definitely don't want, like, fainting to happen, but it can
Mhm.
happen, and it's, like,
Okay.
a risk, you know?
Oh, I didn't
But
know
I've
that.
never seen anyone faint. And you kind of know too, like certain people you just would not do needling on because
Mhm.
their nervous system is so freaking heightened as is. Like they don't need
Mhm.
anything else. Um,
Yeah.
so it does like increase sympathetic drive a little bit, but it just depends. It also depends on the area
Mhm.
you do it to. In areas that was like really tender, like I felt my sweat glands legitimately start sweating, like, when the needle went in.
Yeah,
It was crazy. Have
that's
you been
wild.
needled? Have
Yeah,
you
we did
ever
it
been
at
needled?
school, and then
Yeah.
my coworkers have needled me before in North Dakota.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
I don't mind it. Like, I actually am thinking about getting certified, but there's just no point for me right now being
Yeah.
in California,
Yeah,
because I won't
that's
be able to
fair.
practice really or like use it on patients.
Yeah.
But I do plan to do it. I just like I really want my boyfriend to do it, but he hates needles. Like he doesn't
Really?
want to needle anybody. Yes, like when we had
Oh, I
our
didn't know
lab in
that.
PT school, I remember being like, "Oh, like are you not going to let anybody needle you?" And he's like, "Absolutely not." He does not
Dang.
like needles. Like he does okay with like a
You
blood
know
drop,
what?
but
David doesn't either, I don't think.
yeah, but I don't think he's gonna do it with me, but I know like in some courses from other therapists, I've heard that like you're usually paired with 1 or 2 people. So it would be nice to just, I'd rather have him to work on because I almost like
Yeah.
just know him and trust him more.
Hmm.
But I know he's not going to want to do it. He is not going to pay to be like tortured for through 2 weekends in a row. So I think I'm just
Yeah.
going to have to do it on my own. But
Yeah.
it's definitely something I want to have in my toolbox because I know a lot of patients. Like I had one therapist in North Dakota that was certified, and I had a patient that just was not getting better. She was getting a little bit of relief, but she just had the tightest piriformis I have ever seen in my entire life.
Um,
And that was causing her a lot of pain. And I was like, hey, Heidi, like, please help a girl out. Like, this lady's in so much pain. She's walking bent over and her leg is starting to like internally rotate. And
uh,
I just did not know what else I could do. I did a piriformis release. I did like so much stretching with her.
yeah.
And she got needled and immediately felt so much relief.
Wow.
So ever since
Cool.
that experience, I always told myself I want to do it. That was
Yeah.
just like I was 1 month into practice at that point, so I
Oh, yeah.
wasn't like ready to
Fair.
and in the middle of North Dakota where I don't even think I could get certified. Um, so that's something that I plan to do in the future, and I'm excited about it.
Yeah. No, I can't
Yeah.
wait till I can actually do it on patients. I've been like waiting
Mhm.
because Florida has a 2-year rule, so I had to wait till this year.
Oh,
Um,
so you're saying like you would have to practice for 2 years until you
like,
can do the certification?
yeah, yeah. So like
Oh, okay.
every state's different. If I was still in Georgia, I would have done it last year because
So you only need a
Georgia new
year.
grads can do it. No, you new
Okay.
grads can do it in Georgia, I think. But I also just, I
Wow.
guess it might depend on like how soon
Yeah.
from graduating. But
Yeah.
technically you could, yeah.
So, what did your course look like? Because I would imagine you need to know your anatomy pretty well, and I feel
Oh
like
yes.
we haven't brushed up in a while.
Yeah. We went through like the first couple hours were just going through like precautions, no fly zones, like areas where you cannot, absolute and relative contraindications. So when you absolutely cannot perform dry needling on someone, and then others where it's like maybe, but you have to be aware of these things. A lot of anatomy review, a lot of neuroanatomy and like the
Mhm.
pathways, like we were talking about the
Oh,
DCML,
wow.
spinal thalamic tracts, all the things, because it
Yeah.
affects those areas. Like it affects dry needling has effects on your spinal cord and your brain, and not just like
Mhm.
the muscle you're targeting. So we got through all of that and like what substance, like substance P, glutamate, like all of the things that
Oh,
happen at the spinal cord
dang.
level, like it gets really detailed. And it
Oh,
was really good to
that's like
brush up on that
brushing
because that's
off.
like,
Yeah, brushing off
yeah,
some cobwebs, like things that I didn't know were still in my brain that are buried
yeah,
deep, like deep
yeah.
inside.
Yes, all of the
Substance
nerve
key.
pathways. I know. I
Yeah.
was like, oh dang.
Oh, the
But
sun is
yeah,
like annoying.
I
Okay,
know. I
there we
was gonna say that sun is so freaking bright. Oh my gosh.
I know, it's that California sun.
Yeah.
Okay, that's better, I think.
Yeah, it is. It's just your
My arm
arm
is
that
just a
looks,
ghost.
yeah, that's so funny.
It's fine.
Ugh, oh my god. Okay, remember how we were talking about waist trainers in our wellness trends
Yes.
episode? Literally the day after I think we recorded, one of my patients that I see for prolapse came
Oh,
in
no.
wearing the waist trainers
Are you kidding me?
for treatment because I already evaled her.
Wow.
But I don't remember if she was wearing the waist trainer or not that day. She probably was, and I didn't notice.
Yeah.
But like the second day, obviously, I'm like doing more. I noticed she was wearing the waist trainer. I was like, "Are you wearing a waist trainer?" And she was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Do you wear this all the time?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Okay, well, in here when we exercise, let's take it off so we can get some more movement through here."
Yeah. Okay, so you
Um,
didn't specifically be like, you should not wear this.
Well, she also I use a translator with her, so also like language
Oh,
barrier.
okay.
She understands enough to like get by, but I use a translator anyway for more like complex
Mhm.
things or just to make sure, she like is understanding what I'm saying. So
Mhm.
I didn't explicitly say like don't wear them ever because she is older and I know she has been wearing it for a very long time. But I was like,
Oh,
with
wow.
exercise, no. With sleep, no. Because it doesn't allow your stomach and lungs and diaphragm to expand. And we're
And isn't
working
it
a lot
also
on
creating
breathing
more
techniques.
yeah, and then isn't it also creating
Oh,
more
yes.
pressure on like the pelvic
Yep.
floor, which is
Yep.
already being pressed down?
Yep, exactly.
I
And I
wonder
was
if,
like,
like,
oh my gosh.
yeah, I wonder what they're like, what caused the prolapse and if like the waist trainer could have contributed to it.
For sure. I 100% think the waist trainer contributes to it. Because prolapse happens
Oh.
because w- you're not able to regulate your intra-abdominal pressure and
Mm-hmm.
your pelvic floor is weaker. If you have
Mm-hmm.
prolapse, your pelvic floor is, I can say confidently that your pelvic floor is weak. And
Mm-hmm.
the motor control of the muscles are just not where they should be. I do think
Wow.
the waist trainer is a contributor and definitely
Do you
not
think
making
she
things better.
understood? Like, obviously, there's still a barrier. Even if you have a translator, you still can't communicate it the same way as you would, like, if someone was speaking
For
language.
sure.
What was
I
her reaction like?
Yeah, she's honestly a really, really good patient and just, like,
Oh,
cool
good.
person, so she was like, "Okay, yeah." So every time she comes in now she's very, like, bubbly and cute,
Oh,
and every time she comes in, she, like, goes to the bathroom, takes off the waist trainer, and then starts so I'm like, "Okay, okay."
yeah, she's
Oh,
receptive.
yeah. But yeah, I was like, "Of course this happens right after we talk
And
about it."
we
It's
just
literally
had our
the
episode.
first time this has ever happened I've seen my own
That's
patient do it.
wild.
Yeah,
We manifested
I
this
know.
patient to
We
start
did
wearing
it.
waist trainer
We
to
did.
PT.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, if you haven't listened to that episode, it came out 2 weeks ago, right? Um,
Yes.
wait, yes, right? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
I'm getting confused with my timeline now.
I
But yeah, we
know.
talked about like waist trainers, a bunch of other things,
Yeah.
beef tallow. We want to do that as well because we want to keep like you guys up
Up
to
to
date with
date on the
recent
trends.
wellness trends and things like that. So
Yeah.
go listen to that episode if you haven't yet.
All right, what is up with you? You got a lot of updates, which
Oh
you
my
have been
gosh.
waiting to tell me until this
Yeah.
episode. Every time I'm like, "What happened here?" You're like, "Waiting for the episode."
Oh gosh. Okay.
Okay.
I have a
Oh my
lot,
god,
so I'm
this
gonna keep some of them short.
okay.
Especially because you don't want to know some of the details of some things that happened. We rescheduled to film this like twice. So then when I opened this note again, I just kept adding more and more stuff to it because like stuff is happening all the time.
Yeah.
It got food poisoning. Literally circa what was it,
Sorry.
2018 in Ukraine after I ate, I think I talked about this, after I ate like spoiled pork.
Yeah.
Um
Oh,
it was like I can't even remember if it was worse than that or just as bad, but basically I gave myself food poisoning. I had another like health condition thing going on. I tried to like heal it naturally, and I think I like poisoned myself, and I basically was like, let's just say not feeling great. I had food poisoning. I was throwing up. I went to urgent care. They did a urine sample and they were basically like so concerned with me. They're like, girl, you're dehydrated. Like they gave me water and they were like, stay here, like drink this. And I was so dehydrated that I started getting auras and I like couldn't see
oh.
anything and I couldn't drive home. I had to wait 30 minutes for it to clear
Oh my
because
god.
I couldn't keep water down. It was crazy. But silver lining of all of this is I probably lost 5 pounds. So there's that. Mel had her gum graft and lost some weight.
Soft food diet
I
and you got
yeah,
food poisoning.
and I got food poisoning. But it's actually great because I've been on like not a weight loss journey, but just trying to get a little toned. And you know what?
Yeah,
Like
I feel
if
you.
that's how I had to do it, that's how I had to do it. But no, 10 out of 10 would not recommend. I had to miss 2 days of work. And
Yeah,
it was
that
like
was
my
bad.
second or third week, and I usually if I'm sick, I'll take 1 day off and that's it because we work 410, so I'm not trying to miss like more than like half the
Yeah.
week. Hopefully no more of that.
Yes, no more of that.
Um,
Manifesting no more
no
vomiting or anything else coming up.
yes, no more for the rest of 2025 for the second half. And then another update, I went to the Monterey Bay Aquarium. One of my
Yes.
patients was so nice. Actually, like my patients are really sweet here,
Mm.
but one of them had like passes to go to the aquarium because it's if you guys don't know, the Monterey Bay Aquarium is the one that Finding Nemo was like based in, I guess. And it's $60 or $70 to go for the day, which is
Dang, that's
insane.
pricey.
It's a small aquarium, and to be honest, like, to me, I almost like the Shed Aquarium in Chicago
I was
better,
gonna say
but
The Chicago one is not that expensive, and it's bigger,
it's
I'm sure.
not. Yeah, I haven't been to the Shed in so long, but what I
That's
do like
big.
about this one is that they have so many different kinds of jellyfish, and they have, like,
Okay.
octopi. But yeah, to me, that was crazy. I'm like, imagine if you want to go to the aquarium with your kid and then they're like, okay, yeah, it's $70. I'm like, that's wild.
Very.
So that was very kind of her to give us the passes. And
Yeah.
then this week, one of my patients asked me if I like Indian food, and I was like, oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
I do. And she
Did
said
she
she's gonna
bring
bring
it?
me
Uh,
like either next week, I think. I'm like, oh my gosh, you don't have to do that. Like, don't like you don't have to cook for me. You know, you have to say like no, no,
yeah,
no. But
yeah. You have to
I
say no a couple times, then just like,
yeah,
okay,
and
thank you.
I know she's gonna bring it anyways. But yeah, so everyone's like been really sweet. I love my patients. I've been
Yeah.
loving my job here. Oh, I went on my first backpacking trip. If you guys
Oh,
knew me like what, 3 years ago, I was not an outdoorsy girly. Like
yeah, you really
I never
180.
really I did. I like never hiked, never really like slept outdoors. I hated going camping with my family. I just hated the bugs. I hated the
Yeah.
sounds. I hated like pooping in unknown places. None of it sounded appealing
Facts.
to me.
Yeah. Okay,
So,
wait. Yeah, I this was when I tried contacting you, right? And then nothing was going through.
oh yeah, you were getting like
Yeah.
green texts.
It was white. It wasn't even green. They
Oh,
were white. That's why I
what?
was concerned. I was like, what is
Yeah.
happening? I've never seen white text before.
Oh yeah, I was like deep in the wilderness. I've never seen that either. I think I told you that I was going on a trip, but you just forgot.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
basically only texted my family. I was like, "Hey, like I'm going to
yeah.
be like in the wilderness with no service for 2 days just so you don't call the police and have them looking for me."
Did Emily tell you I
Well,
texted her?
no, she didn't.
I texted her because I was like,
Aw.
the white just is weird. I've never seen the white and I was concerned. So I texted
Wait, that's
Emily.
so sweet. You were like, "Oh my God, is she like chopped up in pieces on the side of the road in a suitcase?" No, I was just, sleeping in the wilderness with really cold and no yummy food. It was only a one night backpacking trip, which if you've never been backpacking, I would recommend starting with one night. Thankfully, I didn't have to go number two. We bought like a
That's
poop
good.
shovel. You
Oh.
basically, if you do have to go poop, you have to like go off the trail away from people, obviously, and like dig a hole and squat down. Bless you.
Thank you. I was trying not to sneeze into the mic.
Oh, thank you. So I was just hoping that it didn't hit, and thankfully it didn't hit. But we like packed some food. We packed a giant tent because we didn't have a backpacking tent, which is like a lot lighter. It could be like, I think like 2 to 3 pounds, but ours was a lot heavier. It was a 5 or 6 mile hike there the first day. It was downhill, but then the second day was uphill on the way back, which sucked.
Hmm.
And it was like much hotter the second day. We were kind of dying a little bit. Like we were fighting for our lives. We ran out of water. So if
What?
one thing I'm going to say, yeah, we were
Oh
like
my God.
rationing towards the end. It was to like 9 or 10 of my coworkers and then like
Oh, that
three of
many of
them.
you?
Yeah. And
Oh,
then
shit.
it was a good like bonding experience because it was
Yeah.
kind of like, our early on in our contracts. It was nice to like get to know them and like actually spend a lot of time with them uninterrupted in nature. So
Yeah.
it was really fun. Like I would do it again, but I wouldn't do more than one night, that's for sure.
So you
But
slept
yeah.
on ground.
Well, we had a pill what is it? A sleeping bag. We ordered mats, like sleeping mats, like 2 days before because I didn't think it was that big of a deal, but apparently backpacking is like people do so much research and they're like, oh, you need this and you need this and you need this. And we're like, we're just gonna pack some sandwiches and then a sleeping bag and we'll be good and like a tent. But one of my coworkers was like, trust me, you're gonna want a sleeping mat. So I ordered them on Amazon and like same day shipping, okay. Of
Yeah.
course they get delayed and they
Oh
arrive our
no.
first day of our trip. And I'm like, oh. So anyways, I basically slept on the ground, but like with my sleeping bag and I was waking up like every 2 hours because my bones would get sore and they would start
Yeah.
hurting. But something cool that we did was my boyfriend and I bought like two sleeping bags and you could actually connect them into one. Like you unzip it and then make
Oh,
one giant one because it
gotcha.
got cold at night. It got like down to the 40s probably.
Mm.
And so we stayed pretty warm, but it was pretty uncomfortable. I'm not going to lie. So next time I go, I'm going to be more prepared. I'm going to have plenty of water and a nice, cozy sleeping mat.
That story gives me anxiety, but I'm glad you
I
enjoyed it.
know. Yeah, I was definitely like the least like not crunchy, but like I guess outdoorsy
Yeah.
person that went. Like everybody else had been backpacking before. They had like these like it's called a jet boil. So you like heat up water and then you can buy dehydrated food that's in a bag at REI. And they actually have some decent looking meals, like rice-based meals. Like,
Oh,
I
like
don't know, it
literal
looks like
meals.
meals. Yeah, you just add water to it.
Oh,
It's like freeze dried and
my
like
God.
it's obviously not very gourmet,
Yeah,
but like for
yeah.
being out in
But
nature,
yeah,
it
that's
smelled
like
pretty good.
interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know those things existed.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
would
the
you do it
backpacking's
again?
like I would. I probably would, but when I tell you, I was so sore for 2, 3 days. My entire body hurt because I'm used to being like a little princess out on the trails. I maybe carry a water bottle and my phone. My boyfriend usually, bless his soul, is carrying everything, which is still not a lot of stuff. But we were carrying a lot more this time. So it just like weighs you down and like every muscle in your body's trying to like keep you
Mm.
up. I also ate shit on the trail, and, like,
Oh
that
my God.
happens every once in a while, but we were going downhill, and there was, like, bushes, and then there was also a rock on the ground, and I stubbed my toe. Normally, I could catch myself, but because I was so top heavy, I had, like, a backpack, I had a sleeping bag, I had a bunch of other stuff in my bag. I literally just face planted down, and my coworker that was behind me, he just watched me fall, like, he didn't even try to catch me. I think because he knew he would have like fallen too. But it was just so funny because he's like, I just saw that happen in slow motion. I'm like, you didn't even try. I know who not to trust if I'm ever like in a in a scary situation.
That just reminded me of the story you told before when you fell down the stairs.
Oh gosh, yeah. No rocks, nothing. Just me being so freaking
Oh my gosh.
uncoordinated. Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, I'm glad you're
But
okay.
yeah,
But
I know. Yeah, I didn't fall off of the cliff. Great.
yeah, we don't want that.
But no,
Yeah.
we don't want that. But yeah, I
Yeah.
would do it again. I would definitely do it again. Like I said, to me, it's nice to just kind of like disconnect. I was barely
Mhm.
on my phone for 2 days, and I don't remember the last time that has happened.
Yeah.
Like, we do a lot on social media, like with the podcast, and I feel like just
Mhm.
doom scrolling is so easy to get
It
into.
is so
And
easy.
it was nice to like
So
open up
easy.
Instagram and be like, nothing is loading. Like, try to text somebody, nothing is gonna load. It was really nice to like just disconnect and like be in nature for a bit, not too
That's
long.
how I plan to be on the cruise.
Yes. Yeah. It'll be so nice.
Yeah.
Like, unbothered, like living your
Yeah.
life. Like, don't have to worry about work or anything,
Mhm.
just
But
enjoying.
no, that's totally fair. Being out in nature, and I mean, I
Mm.
wouldn't do the backpacking, but the whole point of it, I like.
Yes, yeah, it definitely took some, like, building up to, like, it's not like I've probably done maybe, like, 50 hikes now in my
Yeah,
life,
you've
maybe
done so many
more.
hikes.
Yeah, so I wouldn't recommend backpacking right off the bat, like, because that's hiking plus carrying a pack, plus sleeping in the middle of the
Yeah.
wilderness, plus having to go back,
Wait, were
you
there
know?
animals?
No, like
Okay.
we didn't see I don't think there's any bears in that area. There are rattlesnakes, but we didn't see any. Like the bugs, I thought they were going to be horrible. I didn't even have to use bug spray. I didn't get a single bug bite, nothing.
Oh, that's
So
impressive.
it was like ideal because I was expecting to get like attacked.
Yeah.
The only thing I would change was so California has a lot of fire restrictions now in place because it's
Yeah.
dry, it's hot, so I totally understand, but I just wish we could have had a fire and like
Oh,
sitting around the fire on like
I know,
wooden
that's
logs,
cozy.
it's like the best thing ever and just like talking, like someone's playing a guitar, not that we haven't had a guitar, but that's just like my favorite vibe ever.
You envision it.
Yes, yeah, that's what I was envisioning while I was like freezing cold in my sleeping. So I survived my first backpacking trip. I don't know when I'm gonna do
Kudos
it
to you,
next, but
'cause
thanks.
that's impressive. Mhm.
Yeah, 3 years ago, I probably would have never done it, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But let's see, anything else? Um,
Chicago.
oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, I've
I
been
went to
waiting.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Yes. I know, Mel texted me, she's like, "You have to tell me about Chicago, how was your weekend?" And I'm like, I'm not gonna say anything. Save it for the break room talks." It was good. I feel like it's really hard to travel. So right now I'm in like the Monterey area and I had to fly out at 3 a.m. Or no, sorry, leave my house at 3 a.m. to get to the San Jose airport. And then I flew from San Jose to Denver, slept that entire flight. Then Denver layover was 3 hours, then flew to Chicago, then walked 25 minutes from the Southwest terminal
Oh
to the
my
Blue
gosh.
Line. Then I took the Blue
Same.
Line, then I hopped on the Brown Line, and then I finally made it to the Airbnb. It was my twin sister's bachelorette party, and me and my other sister basically planned the whole thing, and like
Yes.
the weekend just was so great. And
Yeah.
she actually vlogged the whole thing, and she just sent them to us
Wait,
recently, and
who?
it was like my sis Emily. I can
She
send it to
vlogged
you.
it?
Yeah, it's just like, you know, casual vlog, like just to have the
Aw,
memories.
that's so cute.
Um, she used to make a lot of vlogs, but yeah, it was really
Oh.
cute. Like it was a very good combination of like fun, wholesome weekend, just like celebrating her. And yeah, it was great. The first night we went out, we went to dinner at Little Babariba, which is like a place that has like
Yum.
tapas,
Oh,
it's like Spanish style
Chicago food.
margaritas, or not margaritas. What was I saying?
Sangria. Sangria.
Sangrias.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
knew what you meant.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So we went out. The first night was the theme was like Western, like cowgirl theme, which Emily picked. And so we went out to Bub City because that's like a very like country bar.
Mm.
Then we went to Rock Bar, which was like totally
Oh
different
yeah.
vibe.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like dead because we went there at 10 or
Oh.
11.
Oh, too early.
But also it's Friday, so we were like trying to save our energy for
Yeah,
Saturday
fair.
night.
Fair.
And then Saturday we did a boat day. If anyone
Yeah, that
knows
looks so
Chicago, we
fun.
have the Playpen, which I'd never been out at before. It's like where all the boats just hang out, like just vibe, play music, like jump off the boat. And that to me is like ultimate like Chicago girl
Yeah.
summer. And I
Mm-hmm.
always wanted to do it. So we finally did it, and it was fun. It was a great time. We went out Saturday night. Okay. The theme was different colored wigs. I didn't know how I felt about this, but I do not like wigs. Like I've never worn a wig before, and I hate the feeling. I probably will never wear one again unless I have to. It was really
I
uncomfortable, and
hate
I
it
didn't like
too.
how it looked at me. I was like sweating because I had bangs, and it was just getting itchy. And eventually, I was like, "Ah," and I just ripped it
Yeah,
off in the middle of the club.
I so
Um,
feel that. I hate
yeah.
anything on my head.
I know. And it was like overstimulating after a while. We
Yeah.
ended up going to Beauty Bar. I don't know if you've ever been
Yeah.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
In
I'd
Wicker?
never been there before. No, I think what is
It's like
it? Is
West
it?
Town.
Oh, West Town. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess, yeah, West Town, like Wicker. So we went out there, and it was actually perfect because there was like little like old school hair like dryer things, and so I took a picture in one of
Oh.
those. It was a perfect match like to our theme that
Mm-hmm.
night.
For sure.
Yeah, one girl like complimented me on my wig. I was wearing a dark purple wig with bangs, and she's like, "Girl, that is your color. That is your color." Like specifically to me, and I'm like, this girl has got to be lying because I know I look
That's
absolutely
so funny.
insane. I'm like, no way. I was like, I did used to have red hair, but not, I don't know about the bright, like purple with the bang. But yeah, Chicago was fun. It was successful. That was like the first of 2 trips, I guess, that I'm planning this year. Next week, my family's coming to visit. So I'm
Oh.
planning that for them. And
Mhm.
I'm relieved that like I have one under my belt, and then the next one's coming up. So
Yeah. It's a
that'll
lot
be
to plan
fun.
shit. I really
It
hate planning
is.
things for big groups of people.
Yeah, we have like 20 plus people. So I feel like it's been kind of
Oh.
hard to plan and coordinate with everybody. I'm like, do you want to go to the spa? Like, my mom wants to go to the spa. Do you want to go? Like, everybody liked this message, but
Yeah.
nobody gets back to me. And I'm like, okay, like,
So annoying.
I need some help here, guys. But
Yeah. Like
yeah, so
respond and say yes or
it,
no. Something.
they did eventually. And at
That's
least
good.
now I've got everything booked. I think 90% of things are
That's
planned.
good.
And I think it's going to go really well. I'm excited to see everybody and just spend a couple days with family.
Cool.
And then I have 8 weeks. I'm counting. I have 8 weeks until my Euro summer. So you
Yes,
best
Euro
believe.
summer. Oh,
I know. I'm
I
so
love the
excited.
way that
It's like
sounds.
September, but I'm counting that as
It
summer
still
still.
counts. It's still warm.
Yes. It's still
Yeah,
warm.
it
Yeah,
counts.
I know. I'm excited. I can't wait.
I am so excited for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Questions?
Those are all our updates.
Yes. A lot of updates.
Okay. I
Okay.
know, it's because we haven't done one in a while.
Yeah. Yeah, it has been a minute. But
Yeah.
questions, okay, these are a combination of Google form and social media. The
Hmm.
first one, someone asked, are there travel PT jobs in inpatient or outpatient? There are travel PT jobs in any setting you want to be in for the most part. That will vary with internal versus external. So, like acute care, inpatient, outpatient, SNF, those all have travel opportunities. But, like for my
Hmm.
company, it's either outpatient or inpatient. I'm not sure if they do acute care or not. I feel like I heard one person do acute care, but I don't know what the options are for that. But regardless,
Yeah.
external, you can get whatever you want.
Outpatient usually, like the clinic I'm at now and a lot of the other clinics, they always accept new grads. But in acute care, a lot of the jobs
Mm.
that I've seen, I think most of the jobs usually require some sort of experience in acute care. If you start as a new grad as a traveler, it's really hard to get experience if
Yeah.
you are just starting out and they don't count your clinicals as experience most of the time. There might be some like I guess places like smaller towns that have less people and they're just kind of a little bit more in need of an acute care PT, like a traveler, and they will take you. So you can find some as a new grad and get that experience if you want to do acute care. There's a lot of different settings. There's LTAC, like long term acute care. There's outpatient neuro, outpatient ortho. There's so all any PT clinic, like most of
Yeah.
them take travelers.
Oh,
Yeah.
someone asked me about pelvic health, pelvic floor.
Hmm.
For anyone else interested in pelvic floor, like you can always find opportunity with pelvic floor. Usually it's not solely pelvic floor, usually it's ortho and pelvic floor. Like that's what I do as an internal traveler. Like my company knows that I do pelvic floor. So if I can get in a clinic that has pelvic floor, like right now I am, and it's been great. But not
Hmm.
all places will. So it just depends.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely something you wanna, like, put in either on your resume, or even in the interview. Make sure
Definitely.
to mention, like,
Oh, yeah.
"I'm a pelvic floor therapist, so if you guys have one clinic that sees more of that population, then I would like to be placed at that
Yeah.
clinic or direct those patients towards me." So,
Yeah. For
definitely
sure.
communicate that.
Yeah.
Um
And because it's a really highly requested specialty, it gives you a lot of leverage. And you could definitely
Yeah.
negotiate a little more, you know?
Yes,
So,
definitely. Use that to your advantage. The next question we got was I just wanted to know why you have to travel to make six figures as a PT. There are
oh,
some people with families and other obligations that can't make them travel all the time just to make six figures. It just seems really unfair. We're not disagreeing with
100%.
you. Yeah, I totally agree. Like, why is the pay not catching up to like the degree that we have and like the amount of student loans that we have to take out to become a professional in our field?
Mhm.
I know at least in Washington, I was hearing kind of higher salaries, like starting is like could be 90, 92, which is amazing. Compared to some other parts of the country that we've like talked about. But I still don't think that's enough, you know? I still think we need to fight for more, and it's like I think we all need to be on the same page. Like
Yeah.
nurses, they have
The
what are
union?
they called?
Their
Yeah,
union?
unions. Yeah, and that's how they're able to fight for like better pay, better working conditions. But I think that like all PTs need to be on the same page and be like, we're not going to take this. Like, we're not going to accept these lower salaries, especially new grads, because we need to bump up the minimum, like, we have to, especially as we get, like, more education. What about certifications? What about having your OCS? What about having your being
Mhm.
fellowship trained? There's
Right.
no incentive to do that besides, like, obviously, you wanna be a better clinician, but there's no pay incentive. Like, there's really no, like, big pay bump if you have different certifications, if you're a specialist in a certain field. So, it's just because they're not able to, the clinics are not able to pay more because of reimbursement rates are so low. So, like,
Yeah.
it
Like,
has to happen at, like, the state and, like, national level, you
yeah.
know?
It is fucked up. Like, it is very fucked up
Yeah.
that there are doctors of physical therapy out here getting offered 60K a year. Like, that shit is
Yeah.
crazy and absolutely should be illegal. The systems have just not caught up. So, unfortunately, right now, like, you have to play the game. Like, home health is gonna obviously
Hmm.
be more like home health. You can make a lot of money in home health, like, for
You
sure.
can make 100K, over
Oh, yeah,
100K in home health.
for sure. There's a
Yeah.
lot more concierge PT things I'm seeing online, actually. I did a job search just to
Mhm.
look because I was like, I wonder what the options look like right now, just like for other
Mhm.
people who don't travel.
Mhm.
Insurance just sucks. I'm honestly nervous to see what this, like, the big, beautiful bill is going to do for
Yeah.
insurance for Medicaid and Medicare because it's already bad. So I'm like, what are
Mhm.
they going to do now? And how
I
is it going to affect
know.
us now?
And it's sad because a lot of clinics sometimes don't even accept
Yeah,
Medicaid insurances because the reimbursement is
so
so
low.
low. But those people deserve good quality and they deserve care just as much as anybody else.
Yeah,
I've been at a lot of clinics that just weren't able to sustain taking that many Medicaid patients. Like
yeah,
either
for
they would
sure.
cap how many they can take
Yeah,
or they just had to stop completely. And I'm like,
I
where do those
know.
patients go? Like,
Literally.
where do they get therapy? Where do they
They
get
just don't.
health care?
Yeah, it's
Ugh,
crazy.
yeah,
I
it
do
is.
think I do think that a lot of PTs though have like a inferiority complex. I
Mm,
think that's really big, especially with I don't want to say like older generations cuz like it's not that old, but like I think there are generational differences that are affecting this
mhm,
too. I've seen PTs online comment like things about like not being doctors. I don't know.
mhm,
I've just had a lot of weird comments on my page. And I'm like, what? Like, you're in healthcare. Like, shut up. Like, we have
mhm,
our doctorate and we learn a lot of shit that people do not know. And I mean, PTs have caught tumors on people that their physicians haven't. The other day, the swelling pattern of my patient did not make any sense. What she was presenting did not make any sense. I was concerned for DVT. She went and got checked because I told her to call her physician right after her session, took her vitals and everything, but it was okay. And she then got diagnosed with congenital heart failure. Like, this
wow,
shit is real and we look for real
mhm,
things. It's not just ankle pumps and chin tucks like some person has put on my page
mhm.
before,
We're
which
not
I
like just
rarely
personal
ever do that.
trainers.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people think we're just basically like glorified personal
Yeah.
trainers, and we know so much more than just exercise or like exercise prescription.
Yeah.
Like we know about all the body systems. We know like things about the cellular level. Like we know post-op rehab. Like a
Yeah.
personal trainer doesn't know all of that. And it's like we are very different,
Yeah.
not putting down personal trainers, but like a lot of people
Yeah.
just think, oh,
It's
it's like
just different.
PT is just exercise. Like, what's the difference? But we just have so much more knowledge and like
Yeah.
no one patient has the same treatment. We like take into
Yeah.
account the entire body and the entire person and like put that into their treatment program. So
Hmm. Yeah,
yeah, hopefully
for sure.
it'll go up. I
It
mean,
has,
salaries should go up
because it
every
can only go
year.
up from here. Yeah.
Yeah, it can only go up from here, but yeah.
I do
Anyways.
think there's going to be a shift though in just the profession because so many
Yeah.
people are just going to travel, going to home health, going to concierge and cash based. It's just
Mhm.
the system and insurances.
Yeah, and what I'm afraid of most is that there's going to be less people that are interested in pursuing
Yeah,
the career, and
for
there's
sure.
just not going to be enough of us.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
I don't know if that's like what it's going to take for
Oh, yeah.
the field to change and us to actually get, you know, paid for the work that we do. We'll see. We're still the new generation of PTs, so we don't know like what's to
Yeah.
come, but we'll see.
Oh my gosh. Wait, I have a story. There's a student in my clinic right now, and I overheard her go introduce herself to a patient, and she said, "Hi, my name is, and I'm a doctor of physical therapy student." And I was like,
Oh,
"Oh, I love to hear that because you never hear people
yeah.
say that." And I was like, "Good for
Wow.
you."
Yes, instilling it early on. Yes, we love
Yes,
it.
yes,
Yeah,
for
I don't
sure.
think I introduced myself as a doctor. I think I would just say, "Hi, I'm Allison. I'm a student
Yeah.
physical
Uh-huh. I
therapist."
would never say that because it made me nervous. And
Yeah.
it's like, why is it
Yeah.
making us nervous? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow, good
Okay.
for her. We're
I
proud of
know.
you.
I was proud of her. Okay.
Okay.
Next question. How is the travel lifestyle and not being able to actually settle somewhere enjoyable through your experience? That's a good one.
Who says not enjoyable? Like
Like, I'm
I'm
assuming
enjoying
like it's
life.
I'm assuming if you don't like the location maybe that you're at.
Yeah.
My first experience, I did not enjoy the area. I just chose
Oh,
it to be
yeah.
close to Chicago. So I was kind of traveling a lot because I was trying to get out of the town and area. It wasn't a bad experience. It was a good clinic though. The travel lifestyle is definitely not for everyone. You have to be open to a lot of change, a lot
Mhm.
of just not knowing.
Yeah.
Um, Going to places by yourself, like you get really independent really quickly.
Mhm.
I mean, we both travel with our partners, but I still do like a lot of things by myself, going to classes by myself or going to a cafe by myself and trying to
Mhm.
meet people too and like whatever. We had a whole episode about like the cons to travel therapy a couple months ago and it says it in the title. So that's a good episode if you want to listen to more of like I guess the negative side to the lifestyle.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like in the beginning it was really weird for me, like
Yeah.
not being able to settle down somewhere. Actually, my work over 2-year work anniversary is tomorrow. In the beginning, I felt like a gypsy, like I didn't really belong.
Definitely.
Like I would just come to a place and know that it was temporary and be like, okay, I'm
Yeah.
leaving in 3 months. Like this is almost like a long vacation. But I think now I just have to focus on like the positive. But I don't know. I don't think like there is that many negatives. Like we did talk about it.
Yeah.
We talked about the cons, but like so far the pros outweigh the cons by so much. Like I know for me, originally I was only going to travel for a year because I was like, I can't
Yeah.
imagine like
Same.
having to switch jobs every couple months
Yeah.
and not, being in a stable environment. Like everything's changing all the time. Humans are creatures of habit. We don't like change. We're like adverse to change. But I think that after a year, I kind of just fell in love with the lifestyle. Change is great. I don't know about you, but I think I've grown a lot more as a person in
Yeah.
these last two
Oh,
years than I
100%.
probably ever did because of like the
Yeah.
people you meet and the experiences that you have. So like, yes, I do look forward to one day being able to be like, this is my home, like buying a home or like an apartment or something and making it yours. But right now I'm totally fine with like this lifestyle.
I agree. I think we're very similar in that aspect. Like, I feel like I thrive on change. Like, I am actually so excited to move and like get rid of shit, pack my things, reorganize. Like, I love settling into a new place and like making it my own. Whereas, like,
Mhm.
David is the complete opposite and gets anxious about moving and like does not want to move.
Aw.
But I'm like, I
Yeah.
want to move so bad. Like, get me to the next
Yeah.
appointment. Like, I want to secure it already. So
Yes.
you definitely learn a lot about yourself for sure.
Mhm. All right. And then the last question that we got, where are y'all finding contracts? I work with an external travel PT company. Um, I work with AMN right now, and they're probably the biggest like external travel for PTs, OTs, SLPs. But I really work with like so many different companies and I'm always just like open to going like to another one if that means I can go to the place that I want to go to. Like I know next year I want to go to Hawaii at some point again because I can't stop
Yes.
thinking about it
And
still.
I will visit you this
Um
time.
yes, I know. And I really want to visit you in Savannah, but I just don't even know if it's
I know
gonna
timing, I don't know.
yeah, maybe if you
Yeah.
stay longer, then
Yeah.
yes, definitely. But anyways, yes, Hawaii next year. But to me, I'm like, I'm not tied down to like a company necessarily. Like I like staying with the same one, so I don't have to go through all of like the different things, credentialing, everything. Um, but for me, I prioritize like the place that I go to. If one company doesn't have it, then I'll just go and find a contract with another company. You can find contracts literally all over the country. You're not bound to being in like a boring place. Like you don't have to go in the middle of North Dakota. You don't have to like, you
Yeah.
know, to go this place. Like you can pretty much tell them, "Hey, like what do you have available at this time like in this location?" And there's so many options. Like there's a really big demand for travel PTs right now, which is great
Mhm.
for us.
The
Yeah.
amount of calls I get from recruiters that find me, I don't even know how they find me because
Yeah.
I am an internal traveler and I've been with the same company for a little over 2 years now.
Yeah.
And I legitimately TikTok, Instagram, phone calls, text messages, emails every
Mhm.
day saying, contract here, here's a list of contracts. Like, it is insane the amount of opportunities there are for travel PTs. But I'm an internal traveler, so I am just with my company, so my setup is very, very different. I pretty much like get a list and then pick from the list because it just depends on what's available at that time. The list has been as small as like 10 locations when I first started, but then like our last list was 25 locations. So it's grown a lot. Like, the travel team is growing a lot. If you want to look at the difference between internal and external, our very second episode to our podcast is breaking down the difference. And I highly recommend, if you are interested in travel, to just listen to that episode because it clears up so many questions. Yeah.
All right. I think that's it for the questions.
Yes. This
If you
episode
guys,
went by so fast.
yeah, I know it did. And we've already been yapping for almost an hour and a half. But I was going to say, if you guys ever have questions, we have a Google form, and I feel like people forget about that, but it's fine. You can add questions there. You can add questions on social media. It's just easier for us to find them on the Google form rather than like scrolling through social media, because we just don't want to miss your amazing questions.
Yeah.
Go to the
Or
Google
you can
form.
also drop a comment like in the episode of the week, like Spotify. I think Apple, actually, I don't know about Apple. Spotify and YouTube, you can have comments. So you can always drop a comment there, and then we can answer that in the next Break Room Talks. All right, it's getting late. I need to get my sleep routine on and eat. We are officially leaving the break room. Thank you guys for joining us today. That concludes our July Break Room Talks episode. So you will get another one in August. We just had so many updates. We could have been like, I feel like I still have more I could say, but it's okay. We'll save it for another time.
It's getting late.
Yeah. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, rate us, leave a comment. We want to chat with you guys more. Please don't be afraid to comment. I've been meaning to say that on our episodes because we definitely forget that.
Yes, we do read everything, or at least we try to.
Yes, and we want your updates too. So like, if you have a crazy life update, feel free to DM us or comment or whatnot, because we all got updates and we all like to be celebrated and hear exciting news. So let us know your updates. All right, guys, we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.